Joao from MG Tennis Tipster joins us right now to give us day 7 picks. First of all, Joao, welcome to the show. And how have you been doing so far? Almost a week in the bag. How's it going?
Yeah, how are you doing? It hasn't been a very successful tournament so far. We had a tough day yesterday, and we also had a couple of retirements against us in players where we had the value. But still, there's a long way ahead of us. The more important rounds are ahead, and we are confident about the next days.
Yeah, what do you think has been the factor where things have gone wrong in your predictions?
Well, tennis is the only the main sport where I work, but among all the sports that I have worked on this business is the one that has a higher variance. The impact that variance can have is huge. So it's quite impossible to have good results week after week. For example, those who have been following us in Wimbledon, we have a very successful tournament. So it's not easy to maintain those performances tournament after tournament, and especially on this stage of the season where there are a lot of physical issues, and it's not easy to predict sometimes how the players are going to perform.
Yeah. Is it because it's sort of like the last Grand Slam of the season, whereas maybe like on the first one in January, they're kind of like a little bit more fresher?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons, and also the weather conditions are not easy in New York. The players usually say that it's almost impossible not to get sick when they play there because the air conditions they only have one temperature, which is freezing. So the players usually get sick there, and we never know what they are going to how they are going to present themselves.
Okay, right. So you've got 1 week left to get that profit back up again. So we're going to start with men's day 7 picks. What have you got?
Yeah, the first match that we have for tomorrow is between the world number one Novak Djokovic against Kyle Edmund. Edmund is doing the run of his life. He already secured his best career ranking when this event finishes. If he loses on this place, he should be around world number 54, which is a great position for him. And against Djokovic, it won't be easy for him to win not only one set, because the Serbian had a lot of time to recover from those issues. He didn't play against Vesely due to walkover. Usually retired yesterday after just 6 games on the first set. So I believe that Djokovic should present himself at a very good condition from this round on, and those problems that he has should be on the past. So Djokovic to win in straight sets at 1.70 on Pinnacle is our choice for this match.
Okay, I like that one.
On
Second one.
yeah. On the next one, we'll talk about Jo-Wilfried Tsonga against Jack Sock. On the previous round, we went on with Cilic to win that match against Sock, and Sock made a great performance. The Cilic was also far from his best, quite a surprising result to see Sock winning that. Also, the prices were all on Cilic's side. There was a huge drop on his odds. So it was a very unpredictable win from Jack. But this time against Tsonga, things will be different. And after a big win like Sok has, it's not easy for the players to maintain their consistency. And Song is a great competitor on Grand Slam events. He already knows what is to reach the latest stages of these competitions. He already reached the Australian Open final, and if I'm not mistaken, in 2008, several semifinals throughout his career, and he's by far the most experienced player at these stages of a Grand Slam event. So I believe that experience might be crucial, and Tsonga to win at 1.71 on Pinnacle is also our choice for this match.
All right, moving on to the women's singles. What have you got?
The first one that we are going to approach is between Madison Keys and Caroline Wozniacki. Keys has been like a cat throughout this tournament. She seems she has 7 lives. She was very close from elimination against Alison Risk on the first round after losing that first set. And on the third round against Naomi Osaka, she was 1-5 down on the third. So it was a huge comeback from her after that match. She said that was definitely the best comeback she ever did on her career. But she has been far from consistent, even though we believe that she might go further and win this match. Wozniacki is playing extremely well, playing in New York, always brings the best out of her. And with the Danish currently priced at 1.72 to win just one set, so plus 1.5 set handicap, this is a great price that we have to take on this defender against an unreliable player like Keys. The next match that we have, and the last one, is probably the match of the day between Petra Kvitova and Angelique Kerber, two Grand Slam champions, two left-handed players also. It should be quite an interesting battle. They have featured very close matches throughout the years. However, Kerber seems to be at a higher level at this point, And as we mentioned before, players usually struggle with the conditions in New York. And Kvitova said that she arrived in New York with a cold, and it's almost impossible for her to be in New York and not getting sick, also due to her asthma. And I believe that Kerber should take advantage of that. Angelique is an extremely solid player. She won their previous encounter earlier this year in Stuttgart, and once again the German should do it. Minus 2.5 the spread currently on Kerber is a quite a low line at 1.82 on Pinnacle, and we'll take that spread.
All right, great stuff. I'll put the obviously your tips in the comments below this video for our viewers to check out. Best of luck with your picks. Let's get this profit up, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you very much. See ya.